Friends, today I felt led by God to share with you from my personal life about one of my dearest and best friends from my childhood in College Corner, Ohio, where my husband Phil and I met in his first year of teaching. My dear heart friend has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, although not all her symptoms match up with that condition. When I was reading two of my daily devotions, my friend came instantly to my mind. I was struck by the thoughts shared by each of these writers. In the October 31st reading in Our Daily Bread, the author lifted Psalm 61, verse 4, that says, "I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings." What is refuge? The dictionary says refuge is shelter or protection from danger. David's description of God's protective presence is compared to a mother bird protecting her young by sheltering them under her widespread wings, covering them in her warm, loving embrace. In Psalm 91, verse 4, we read, "He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge." My faithful friend had a weekly column in our high school newspaper with her own byline, Pam's Pinions, inspired by Psalm 91. In the second of my daily devotionals, that author shared 7 scriptures that describe God as shelter from the storm. Proverbs 30, verse 5 says, "He is a shield to those who take refuge in him." In 2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 3, the writer said, "He is my refuge, my Savior, the one who saves me from violence." In Isaiah chapter 25, verse 4 is written, "You have been a refuge from the storm." The storms in our lives can be from many different sources: illness, separation from loved ones, natural disasters, loss of employment, broken relationships, military conflicts, feelings of abandonment by God. It is then that we need to bury ourselves in the Bible, in the scriptures, and especially reading the Psalms. It's about halfway through the Bible. We need to cry out to God, "Please, God, hide me under your wings. I need to feel your protection from the storm." There's a saying, there are no atheists in foxholes, and I imagine there are no atheists in storms. I'm counting on God to be my friend's refuge from the storm of a heartbreaking illness that remains a mystery in so many ways. In the love of my friend's faithful husband and the compassion of Patty, our best friend, I see them as offering Pam the grace and refuge of God in tangible ways. As Patty has said, I do not want Pam to be afraid. I do not want her to feel alone and that no one cares. Today, Wednesday, November 1st, is what the Christian Church calls All Saints' Day. And it's when we remember those believers in Jesus Christ, those who believe that Jesus is God's Son and our Savior. Those saints were not perfect people, and neither are our saints now. But we consider this day when we honor those who have gone to be with the Lord since last November 1st. Saints, as I said, aren't perfect people, but they're believers that Jesus Christ is God's Son, our Savior. And they are saints not because of any works or holiness on their part, but because of the saving and sanctifying work of Jesus Christ. In my heart, I see my friends as living saints who show the grace and love of Jesus Christ in their daily lives. They offer spiritual refuge from God for our beloved friend. On 9/11, September 11, 2001, our national Christian evangelist, the late Reverend Billy Graham, gave us words of comfort and hope from Psalm 46 that declares, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of need. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth should change, though the mountains shake in the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble with its tumult. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy habitation of the Most High. God is in the midst of the city, it shall not be moved. God will help it when the morning dawns. The nations are in an uproar, the kingdoms totter, he utters his voice, the earth melts. The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob is our refuge. Come, behold the works of the Lord. See what desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I am exalted among the nations. I am exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. I want to share with you one of my father's very favorite hymns, O God, our help in ages past. The words are these: O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast and our eternal home. Under the shadow of thy throne still may we dwell secure. Sufficient is thine arm alone, and our defense is sure. Before the hills in order stood, or earth received her frame, from everlasting thou art God, to endless years the same. 1,000 ages in thy sight are like an evening gone, short as the watch that ends the night before the rising sun. Time, like an ever-rolling stream, bears all her sons away. They fly forgotten as a dream that dies at the opening day. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, be thou our guide while life shall last, and our eternal home. God is our safe place, our spiritual refuge in the midst of whatever storms we are facing.